am back. Rodrance for Black and White Network. Well, happy Labor Day. Let me start there. Happy Labor Day to you guys. I hope it is a great one. I hope you relax. I hope you have some hot dogs, hamburgers, whatever it is. Fried chicken. I don't know why I've got on this fried chicken kick lately. So anyway, let's talk about Oliver Anthony. By the way, he had a really, really good interview. I've only seen about 20 minutes of it. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast. They discussed a lot of things, peeled back the curtain on a lot of things. I got to tell you this. I really don't give a rip about this guy's politics. I don't know what his politics actually are. I actually kind of don't blame him for not loving the fact that they played his song at the GOP debate, because what has it got to do with anything? That's what I would like to know. And frankly, I'm not big on anybody that was on that stage. The time hasn't stopped for me for any of those people, really and truly. They're all in a race for number 2 anyway, and DeSantis has turned out to be a damn joke. So, it is what it is. I'm going to vote for Trump, and that's all there is to it. So, Oliver Anthony has released a new video, and that new video has gone viral. Again, another video that is now going viral, and I got to be honest with you. I like this song better than I like Rich Men North of Richmond. It's called 90-Some Chevy, and he's singing about his old pickup truck. And I really like this song. Brings up a Zebco fishing reel and going to the creek and it being hot and all this stuff that a boy from East Texas can absolutely certainly relate to back in the day, being a kid, being a teenager, being a young adult, and doing all those sort of things. I like the song. I like it a lot. Well, the song somehow has become controversial. And you might be like, again? Yeah, it's become controversial because left-wing media places like Variety are now writing hit pieces on it. Why? Because of this, and I'll just show it to you. There it is right there. Oh my goodness. There's a flash for a brief moment of a handgun in his old Chevy where the video is filmed. It's at the 119 mark, 120 mark, and it's gone. So we're talking about 2 seconds. All right? A 2-second shot of his pistol in his old Chevy truck. And people are going to lose their minds. And they are losing their minds. There it is, Variety. Folks, Variety is arguably, they're the biggest Hollywood trade media outlet that there is. All right? I mean, they're the places that a lot of the actors, writers, directors, all those woke mother effers in Hollywood, all those triggered mother effers, they would literally go there to see what projects are upcoming so they could try to get involved, yada, yada, yada. And, of course, Variety has blown up into a left-stream media source, in large part because, like all the rest of them, they hate President Trump. That's a thing. So they all lose their mind on anything that might even be construed as a conservative ideal. They lose their minds. And, of course, they're going to lose their mind on anything related to guns, handguns, whatever. I mean, never mind that the trans activists in Nashville shot up a Christian school. Well, they didn't use their hands and go pew, 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 pew. They used actual guns. That's the dirty little secret out there, right? The left-wing radicals will also pull out a gat. It's just, oh my goodness, guns. You don't give a shit about guns in Chicago and actually stopping criminals, illegals. And what I mean by illegals is actual criminals from illegally buying them and then shooting people with them. You don't give a rip about that. I don't know how you can necessarily stop that, but you can certainly get out there and stop all the crime in the city. I'm sure that'll probably be my second video today. Rapidly rising country folk singer Oliver Anthony has released a music video for his newest single, 90-Some Chevy, following the success of his breakout viral song, Men North of Richmond, which currently sits on top of the Billboard Hot 100 for a second week since its August 17th debut. The 90-some Chevy video begins in a very similar manner to Rich Men North of Richmond video, with Anthony performing the song alone in a leafy forest with his guitar in hand. The lyrics of the acoustic country song liken a romantic interest to his 1990s Chevrolet. That old darling of mine is like a 90-some Chevy. She rides just right. When you turn her on, the only thing that sounds better than that old 350 is she's running up to kiss me when I get home. The music video shifts when it begins to intersperse scenes of Anthony driving in a Chevy along a road at sunset. Notably, for a brief moment, the video cuts to show a handgun in the passenger seat of a car. Anthony is from Virginia, an open carry state. An open carry state, folks. That's legalities for the ones not paying attention. For the leftists in the back, that's legal, okay? So, although the scene passes quickly, the weapon is obviously displayed. Although Anthony says he is not politically affiliated and says he is criticizing all politicians in Richmond North of Richmond, Anthony's music has quickly garnered a conservative fan base. His showcasing a handgun in his music video will likely only further endear him to conservatives and continue the debate about his political standing. I mean, that's pretty nuts. I mean, they literally sat down to write this article. So, as you can imagine, this is the Daily Caller, and they're calling out the fact that this is even being brought up. Known by his stage name, Oliver Anthony, his real name is Christopher Lunsford. We learned that in the Joe Rogan piece. He lives off-grid on a 90-acre farm with his wife, 18-month-old daughter, in Farmville, Virginia. The singer had worked at a construction supplier doing aluminum siding sales up until last year when he left to focus on his music, his wife's grandfather told the New York Post. The song quickly became popular, dominated the music charts. It's still number one. You know, it's still number one. And in an interview with Joe Rogan, Anthony said people were, quote, trying to find out things like who and where he has worked, about his family and who he's voted for, because they want to build, quote, build an image of whatever it is that the kind of person behind the song represents. I don't think he gives a rip about none of that after watching the Joe Rogan interview. You know, he seems like he's just a dude that can sing, to be honest with you. And I think his songs feel honest, to be real, to be honest. To be honest, I think his songs feel real. I don't give a shit where his politics are, frankly. All I do know is his song seems to resonate with me as a Texan and as a country boy from East Texas. Yeah. It's good music, and I want good music. So it is what it is, but it's funny how one thing, and this is what they're trying to do to this guy, one thing like a handgun legally displayed in his truck, and you saw it for 2 seconds, is now a mainstream media talking point. It's nuts. It truly is. So tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. By the way, this song, as of noon on Saturday, had 50,000 views on the music video. It's Monday at 7:42. It's got 1.1 million. I mean, that's what we like to call the viral. Yeah, it is viral. Happy Labor Day. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.